Carlos Carvalhal jumped 2 paces out of his technical area. The challenge by Gary Cahill on Nathan Dyer was hard and his feet were raised. Carvalhal squatted to his knees, first imploring the heavens, then the referee, and then the assistant for a penalty. The Liberty Stadium rose, partly out of expectation, partly out of hope. It is that point of the season. Jonathan Moss stood unmoved. A Swansea rally subsequently arrived, and on balance, they more than merited a point for the overdue urgency that came in the final half hour. A 6-yard box melee saw the ball land narrowly over the junction of post and bar. Andre Ayew whipped a striker whisker wide of the post and sank to his knees in anguish. Kyle Naughton stung the hands of Thibaut Courtois, and Alfie Mawson soon followed from distance. Martin Olsson fired low, hard and a hair's breadth wide. For Swansea, this was a match played out against a backdrop of unease and anxiety, and this result only heightens the concern. News of Southampton's victory over Bournemouth filtered through shortly before kick-off, and the need for points int. NSI feed in and flash. Southampton's win left Swansea only a point above the drop zone, but the Welsh side have stuttered of late, and a sense of dread rather than optimism seemed to prevail before kick-off. Swansea did what they could to raise the atmosphere, ensuring applause for their former manager and the Chelsea legend Roy Bentley, who recently passed away, and even allowing former goalscorer Maiku a lap of honour. Spirits were briefly raised, but supporters knew the reality of their team's predicament. Since demolishing West Ham at the beginning of March, Swansea had not won in 5 in the Premier League. Slowly but surely, they have been creaking towards the trapdoor and, in truth, only the inadequacies of S. Tokay and Southampton have kept further peril at bay. Inside 3 minutes, the air went out of the Swansea balloon. They were building harmlessly from the back when Andy King miscontrolled a pass midway inside his own half. Eden Hazard picked up the play, darting and weaving and sliding a pass towards Cesc Fabregas, who curled a majestic left-footed finish first time into the far right-hand corner of the goal. It was the Spaniards' 50th Premier League goal. To Swansea's credit, they responded with courage. Since Carvalhal assumed the reins of power in late December, only Tottenham have defeated Swansea on their own turf in the Premier League. Liverpool and Arsenal lost here, so Chelsea would not have expected a straightforward afternoon. Alfie Mawson carried the ball from defence from poise and confidence, midfielders crunched into challenges, and Jordan Ayew pressed Chelsea's defenders. Yet Swansea's attributes extended more to perspiration than inspiration, and a cutting edge was sorely missing. The first hour passed by without Swansea winning a corner or registering a shot on goal. Swansea's conservative approach seemed to be designed upon the premise of not conceding the first goal, and as soon as Fabregas scored, the home players seemed miffed as to how pursue this game. Last weekend, Swansea rolled over and had their bellies tickled by a freewheeling Manchester City. This week's display was more competitive, but also spoke for many of Swansea's limitations. The tempo was too slow, wit was in short supply, and an opportunity passed by. Chelsea, of course, have their own priorities as they seek to chase down Tottenham and Liverpool and stage a late challenge for a Champions League place. The dire turn of form earlier in the year hampered Chelsea's ambitions, but when the mood takes this group of players, they remain capable of might. ILY impressive displays. Quite why the mood does not take them more often, only they and their manager will know. Still, Antonio Conte's side acted swiftly here, as Fabregas scored the opening goal. Liberated by a 3-man Chelsea midfield anchored by N'Golo Kante and Timu Bakayoko, Fabregas W. as at the heart of much that was good about the visitors' play. He collected the ball from deep, pinging crossfield balls to the raiding Chelsea full-backs and dovetailed beautifully with Hazard in advanced positions. One foray into the penalty area led to Mawson panicking and rattling a clearance against his own side's crossbar. Hazard then released Victor Moses down the right, and his low ball flashed across the penalty area and narrowly evaded Giroud. Chelsea's own aspirations of a top-4 finish remain improbable. It would require Tottenham to drop 5 points and several goals from home fixtures against Watford, Newcastle and Leicester, as well as one away trip to West Brom. This victory also leaves Chelsea with a half chance of catching Liverpool, as Conte's side now trail the Merseyside club by 6 points but with a game in hand and the opportunity to beat Liverpool when the two sides meet at Stamford Bridge. The odds remain slim, but all Chelsea can do is keep Tottenham honest, and they are keeping their part of the bargain. In the second half, Swansea did at least attempt to force the issue. Chelsea's authority began to dwindle. A theme of their season has been their inability to close out games and letting matches drift, and Swansea briefly sensed opportunity. Ayew leapt powerfully but headed over. Nathan Dyer replaced an off-colour king, and his pace and movement offered renewed threat. He blitzed his way to the byline, where his cross was superbly defended by Cesar Azpilicueta.
Thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe my channel.